Okay, so it was a movie for your album signing party here in New York City. You know it was more lit than the Bay. I hate to break the news to you, Kehlani. I know the Bay's
different
home.
energy. It was different energy.
There was a different, and I know, I get
Yeah.
it, but it was different here.
Yeah, it was. I think the Bay was like, the line was incredibly long. I think it might have been the same amount of people, but they were a lot calmer.
Right.
But New York, I don't know if it's the heat. I don't know what was going on, but everybody was geeked. And it was really high energy for sure.
You want to know what's so funny? So Katrina and I went out last night. We took her daughter out to get ice cream. She got on the train. 2 people had just left your party. 2 random girls, and they were talking about the experience. They were literally losing their minds over you.
I love it. I love it.
I know. Isn't that sweet? And Katrina was eavesdropping like a creeper that she is. But look, we love the Bay. I'm just saying, I saw the energy from the fans in New York. It was different. Don't you miss living in New York at all?
I do, all the time, every day.
Okay, so can this be your honorary second home?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It really is. I'm here all the time. Like, I'm here basically 24/7.
Okay, so it's definitely higher up in your likable places than like LA. Like, it's the Bay in New York. Can we just at least have New York up there?
Yeah, but no, I think New York is my number one likable place to live. And it's not LA's fault.
Oh,
because
to
I
live.
think
Okay.
people do this thing with LA where we confuse Hollywood and Los Angeles, because the actual core of Los Angeles and who Los Angeles people are.
For
and,
sure.
That's completely different. We don't like transplant LA which is ourselves.
Right.
And we don't like Hollywood, which is ourselves.
Right.
So that's the factors.
But that's okay, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about Crash. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so, why the name?
Well, we had made the song first, and we were like, damn, what else makes sense? Like, this just makes total sense. And a crash is like the height of whatever the moment is, whether it's like a website crash or a wave crashing or a car crash. It's like that peak, like, impact. So to me, this kind of felt like that, and it kind of sounds like a crash.
When did you last crash out?
Crash out? Oh. Probably a breakup. I crashed out bad over a breakup.
Did you really?
Big bad. Yeah. It was a while ago, but I crashed out for sure. But I haven't crashed out since.
What did you do? What happened?
I just lost it. And I probably hadn't ever lost like that. I've only really lost it once, over one breakup ever. And that was a really bad lost it.
Wait, only once?
Yeah, other than
That's
that,
not
I'd be like,
bad.
yeah.
Wow. Okay, did you cry? Do you remember crying? Like,
What? You said crashed out. I crashed out. I absolutely crashed out. Yeah.
do you ever hear from them ever?
No. No.
Did you mess it up?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah.
It was a mutual.
It was a mutual crash out.
Yeah, it was a little. Yeah.
It was a mutual
Oh, she crashed out too. It's okay.
It's okay. Everyone crashed out.
Big
We're all
crash,
crashing
for
together.
sure.
Okay. So let's talk about, obviously, the album. Why was this really important for you? Because I feel like when I'm listening to the songs, obviously, it's a beautiful sound.
Thank you.
And I do feel like it's important that we actually listen to it the way you programmed it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
It's a
you give us a storyline to it.
Yeah.
What would you say was the hardest part about putting it together?
I would say realizing that we had to make our vision make sense to other people, because it made so much sense to us.
Of course.
Yeah, like everybody that participated, it was like duh. And then upon realizing we had to translate it so that we could shoot videos and do photo shoots and get the cover, that was hard. Realizing that I had to speak about it. Like, I feel like all the times I spoke about it before it came out, still it just didn't do it any justice or make any sense, because I'm looking back and I'm like, what was I talking about? Like, I said it was a fun turn-up album. It's really not. But yeah, I think I couldn't even really digest it until it was basically about time to press a button to release it. So.
Did anyone doubt it?
Everyone.
Ooh.
Not
Are we
anybody,
calling names or are we not calling names?
No. Not anybody who
Like that you
participated
care about.
in making
Right.
it. I mean, yeah, no. I mean, people are doubting it now, I would say. I don't think anybody beforehand doubted it. We also didn't play it for a bunch of people. Like, it was very much, it's my album, I didn't invite too many opinions. I had a couple, plays that I did for people. But for the most part, I played it, I just kept running it with everybody who worked on it.
Who is your most trusted ear? Other than yourself, of course.
I'd probably say my videographer, Gabe. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, for real. I think he's quick to tell me if something sucks or if I could do something better or something just isn't better than something else. I tend to like either get off stage or get out of the booth and be like, how was that? And he'll be honest with me, so.
Ooh, he knows where the skeletons are. He knows everything,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
he could ruin my life.
Ooh. Okay, let's talk about After Hours. I don't want to take full credit for us at Hot 97 to play it first, but I do think we're up there just in case somebody says, oh, this random station somewhere played it 1st. Possibly. But I do know we jumped on it.
Yeah, and New York was one of the biggest cities that enjoyed it, so.
For sure. Okay, so how did this sample come about? Obviously, you sample Move Your Body, Nina Sky. So how did this come about? Did you have to get clearance? Was that hard? What went behind putting this together?
Well, the original sample is the Cooley rhythm, and we were able to reach out to him, Scatterbarrel, and like get his actual official clearance, which was really cool. He actually was in the video also. But I was at my writing camp, my crash camp in San Diego, and we had been surfing all week and making music. And I was like, man, I kind of just want one that like has that recognizable thing that when it comes on from my generation, everybody tweaks out.
That's right.
And I feel like every time Nina Sky drops in the club, I'm like, yes. And everybody in the room is like, yes. And I just asked if they could flip it but still tuck it to where it wasn't like such an obvious sample.
Mm-hmm.
And they did just that. And then we wrote the song and that was it.
Do you remember what you were doing when that song came out? Like for our generation, Move Your Body. Do you remember?
Not when it dropped. No.
I was like, you might have been 2 years old at that point, 3. But no, it was a song. Listen,
I'm pretty sure I had to be in elementary or middle school.
Yeah.
But like I wasn't keeping up with drops at the time. You know, I didn't know anything about that. But I do remember once I was able to go to school dances and my mom was to the radio. So that was prevalent.
Okay, so tell me about What I Want. Because I had a moment. Christina Aguilera. So obviously you sample What a Girl Wants on here, right? Yeah. This is another important song when we were growing up. Yeah. I'm a bit older than you, but I just remember the impact Christina Aguilera had. Yeah. It was huge. Did you see?
I have her. I know her impact. I'm impacted. Yeah.
Did you see the video that she posted?
Of course.
Showing you love?
Ready. She did it so fast. Yeah, it was like the album dropped and she was like, bam.
Did you see that? She was walking to your song and showing you love. Yeah. Is that weird for you at this moment in your career? Obviously, you're a star. You do your thing. But, you know, when it's icons and legends who have come before you and they're showing you love like that, how does that make you feel?
It's not weird. It's just really cool, especially when you can reference moments in your life where you've been inspired. Like, I remember dressing up like I was a Moulin Rouge girl. I remember really wanting to have, like, platinum and black hair. Yeah. Like, I just remember all these moments. I used to sing You Are Beautiful with my band back in the day when we, like, had a cover band. So it's really cool to, like, I don't think I think about it too deeply because my brain just can't process that. But I definitely have moments where I'm like, oh, that's trippy. Yeah. Yeah, it's trippy for sure.
Did you actually have a conversation with Christina?
No, we saw her show in Vegas, so it was cool. So we were like sitting right in front where like she walks down to us. So it was funny. We kept being like,
I see you. Yeah, wait, so you still go to shows of other people and you enjoy that?
Barely, because I have too much anxiety for live music events.
Why?
I don't know. It's not them. It's the people. It's the crowd. It's
it
like
might be us Tauruses. I'm the same way.
Oh my God, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm cool. I will watch the live stream and I will have a blast. I swear to God. Except the Renaissance tour. I went to Renaissance 10 out of 10. Would go 10 more times. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. It gives me anxiety.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for me.
Yeah.
And it's gotten harder over the years. Like early on when I look at when Katrina and I, when we first met 10 years ago, I was like all about it. And then I don't know, over just time, I'm like, ooh, I need a break. I need to go under my blanket and do nothing.
Oh God, if I love the music, I'm gonna listen to it. I don't have to go to the show. That's a lot.
Right. Okay, so are you still butt dialing Jill Scott?
Oh my God, I actually really don't have a clue how that happened because I don't just be texting her all the time or have her in my call log to have like accidentally just done that quickly.
Oh my
like,
God.
I don't know. I have no explanations. I really don't. I was drunk as hell and my phone was in my pocket. Actually, my phone was like tucked into my pants because I didn't have a pocket that night. So
wait, don't you have like a phone lock or
a phone lock?
Like a passcode? Like
yeah, but that's why I don't know what's going on.
What were you? Do you remember what you were talking about? Did she hear your conversation?
No, she just kept saying, I think you keep butt dialing me. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
embarrassed.
She actually said, girl, you always call me when I'm naked. And I was like, I'm so sorry, Miss Jill.
This is so great and embarrassing all at the same time.
I was thoroughly embarrassed, for sure.
But listen, you got Jill Scott on your album.
Uh-huh.
Wait.
Yeah.
Are you taking this in?
No, that was my favorite. That's the best part of my album, for sure. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. She knows I'm a huge fan. I was raised on Jill Scott, like all discography, top to bottom. I was definitely too young to be raised on some of the Jill Scott that I was raised on. But she's always been, I say, funnily enough, my favorite rapper. Like, my favorite Jill Scott is rap Jill Scott. Like, it's whatever spoken word, rap, poetry, that's just different. And when she get in her freaky bag, I love it.
Is she just as graceful as she comes off?
She really is, and she's really sweet. Like, she's super sweet. Like, she couldn't believe I wanted her on the album. She was like, no way, it's an honor. I'm humbled. I was like, Jill, you're Jill Scott.
Isn't it amazing when it just comes so easy like that?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, so did you know her at all before this?
No, the producer called her in the studio because I was like, it'd be crazy to get Jill Scott to do like an intro. And he called her.
Like right then and there next to you?
And I
Were
was
you
like,
nervous?
So...
Yeah, like, because this can go one way or another.
No, she was super sweet. She was like, I would love to. Oh, my God. Yeah, it was crazy.
I love these moments.
Yeah,
like,
me
just
too.
hearing the behind the scenes of how you put music together. You know, I'm not creative. That's why I do this, because I can't hold a note. Otherwise, I would have been trying to sing. But just hearing your thought process putting this together is really amazing. And I'm sure, I mean, it's Jill Scott.
Yeah.
Like, what?
She blew my mind.
Okay, so I want to talk about your song, Better Not. It's alarming. It's concerning. The lyrics, I better not catch you doing that again. Okay, so what's the craziest thing you've ever caught somebody doing in a relationship?
Oof, this is actually psychotic. It's actually diabolical. I found a stack of Polaroids of all the women that he cheated on me with. He was keeping them in Polaroid form. Yeah.
What?
In his travel bag.
In his... Wait.
Diabolical.
This is
I wish I was lying. I really do.
So how did you, like, did you go in his bag? Was it like, oh, you're just cleaning up?
Oh, I was trying to clean. We were not in town. Yeah, we weren't in town. And I was, like, putting things away.
And did you ask, hey, why do you have these Polaroids of hundreds of just...
No, absolutely not. I was...
But you knew already, like...
I was 20. I was 19 or 20. I was not the girl I am today that would be like, yo, wow. I was definitely like, oh, my God, terrifying. And I threw them away. And he never mentioned it to me, and I never said anything.
No,
but...
till this very day?
Oh, yeah, no. But there was crazier things that happened in that situation. So, you know, it checks out, honestly. It checks out. All of it checks out.
We're going to crash out.
He crashed out, for sure. For sure.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And did you know immediately when you saw the Polaroids? Oh.
Well, yes, because I recognized one of them from someone that I already knew.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I was 19, man. This is what, you gotta be careful when you're 19. Get spun up in some shit.
And did you believe him afterwards? Like, was he able to smooth it over at that? Like, yo,
no, he was just diabolical. He's just a diabolical man.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, we learn and we grow.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We've evolved.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Lose My Wife, another new song off your new album. The lyrics, what are you really mad about? I ain't even kiss her on the mouth. Okay, so do you consider cheating when someone's kissing someone else?
Absolutely. Look, the verse does not reflect my actual views of anything of this sort. It's just a cheeky song.
Yeah.
And we had this hook that was like, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna act a little crazy and I might come home and it might be raps for my situation. And I was like, I'm just gonna write a really toxic, cheeky little verse. And that's what it wasn't. It wasn't this like detailed, this really happened and I have to spill what happened. Like, no. Okay. I just wanted to write a good verse.
You know, some people think kissing isn't considered cheating.
That's insane.
Yes.
That's actually insane.
Or even having sex, it's like, oh, but I don't have feelings for them. So I'm not really cheating on you.
Anything you can't tell your partner is cheating.
I love this.
with someone else, I think.
I agree 1,000%.
Yeah. I mean, of course, there's nuances to that, I guess. People have trauma, and you can't ever tell them anything at all because they're not able to understand certain things. That's not the things that I'm talking about.
Right.
But you know when you're cheating. You know if you're sneaking and geeking. You know. You just know.
Is a cheater always a cheater?
I don't know. I try not to have like a carceral view of people in general, where I think a person that does something is always that, unless they're like an abusive.
The 19-year-old relationship you had, that person I don't think is
he's
changing.
going to be diabolical for life.
Forever.
Yeah, he's still currently right now diabolical.
I know you believe in people becoming better.
No, he's not changing for sure.
He's not going to change.
But yeah, I think I really try to give people the opportunity to like grow and shift and change, as long as it's not something that's like totally like a character flaw. That is like something wrong with you.
Right.
You know? So, I mean, some people would classify cheaters as that. I don't know.
Yeah. Listen, I think when you're younger, I'm not trying to say everybody can cheat in their 20s, but I'm just saying when you're younger, you do these things, you learn from it, and you grow.
Yeah, people be messing up. He didn't mess up, though. That was diabolical.
Yeah, that's just who he was. Okay, so what are some toxic red flags that you wish you knew before that you didn't know?
From people?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say red flags of just not being compatible versus red flags in people, because I feel like it's more of a red flag of the connection than it is a red flag of the person.
Yeah.
I would say like major political differences. That's a red flag. Like we don't have the same morals. That's never gonna work.
Right.
We don't want the same future. That's never gonna work.
That's a good one.
You don't want kids. You want to live in a spaceship. I want to live in a shack. That's not gonna work. Maybe commitment to self. Maybe different commitments to self. I'm the type of person who like I love myself, and I really love to like grow with myself and reapply myself and like just become different and like do different things that I want to do. And someone who's like kind of always waiting on someone else to spark that in them.
Yeah.
We just won't work, because I'm actually going to become probably unattracted to you if I feel like I'm dragging you along through life. That doesn't feel good.
Have you always loved yourself like this?
I don't think so. I think I've always had a deep care for myself, but I don't think I've always loved myself in the way where I judge if I love myself by how I'm treating myself. Because I think you can judge love by how you treat something that you love. It's the same thing like with possessions. Like I can say this is, I have my favorite watch in the world, but if every time I take it off, I throw it across the room and then don't pick it up off the floor, like I don't love it. I don't care about it.
Not at all.
So, I think it's been measured by how I take care of myself for sure.
When was the last time you were heartbroken?
The last time I was heartbroken?
Wow, this looks like it's been a minute. That's good, right?
Yeah,
this is good for us. Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna change this and say I've been very heartbroken by the world. I've been more heartbroken by the state of the world than I've been by a person in a relationship ever. And that's like a consistent daily, I can't believe this is our world and this is our life and this is what it is type of thing, which is to me harder than even love. But it really does put a lot of love into perspective, because you really have to think about who you want to be in the end of times with. Like, is this love that do I want to be in apocalypse with this person? Do I want to, do I think that this is the type of love that will sustain me through the heartbreak of the world? And I think that would tell me.
You get to have 5 people with you in the apocalypse. Who are the 5 people? I gave you a good amount too.
Yeah.
I didn't do one.
I fight this all the time with thinking I would choose my child, because I can't decide if I would want her to have to witness the apocalypse or not. Like, I'm really torn between being like, I want you right here, so I got you and I can hold it, or like I would send her somewhere else where she could be safe and wouldn't have to see nothing traumatizing like that. So we'll keep her on the maybe.
Okay. Only because you are putting her in the safest place possible. The
safest and best and least traumatizing place possible. But if it was like guaranteed she was going to be safe and I was going to be able to protect her, I'm taking my kid for sure.
Absolutely, of course, yeah.
So that's one. I would probably take my very skilled friend Tashi, because she knows how to do all the most random stuff.
Wait, can she like make a fire out of branches? No.
Yep, probably make a fire. She can make knots.
Stop it. Like filter
Yeah,
out water so we can survive?
No,
Wait.
probably she can build stuff. She can hunt. She's from the South. She got it. We talk about this all the time. Bro, I was like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, we're the perfect apocalypse pair because, like, I am very smart in emergency situations of how to like
Yeah.
make things happen. And she's very like physically
Hands-on.
skilled.
Yeah.
I feel like we would be good together.
Okay, so that's 2. So 3
I'm probably
more.
picking one of those random like survival masterminds.
That's a
off
good
one
one.
of those shows.
I like how you're thinking right now. It's not just everyone that we're,
Yeah, we're thinking apocalypse. I don't, the homies will be all right. I loved y'all pre-apocalypse. We had a great time. It's been
we
fun,
enjoyed it.
But we're trying to survive here, right?
Yes. Okay, so that's 3. You
Oh my
get 2 more.
God, this is hard because I really just want mad survival people. Like,
Okay,
I
so
just
all
want
mad-
mad survival.
All your friends right now are like, what?
And a zombie slayer.
Okay, that's good.
Why not?
I think this is good.
Whoever can kill the most zombies.
I love that no one else is going to be here as far as your friends and family. No one else made the cut. Sorry. We're all on our own.
Oh my God, I love you guys so much, but like we be freaking out together. Have you seen me and my friends and family in emergency situations? No, it is chaotic. It does not go well. We
you'll
all
go back
kind of
for
stand
them.
there freaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll catch y'all when they start sending everybody to Mars. Yeah.
Okay, so the album Crash, obviously this is your baby, and you decided to donate your proceeds from your new album, from the merch that you made for your new album.
For the song, yeah.
Yeah, are going to go help families in Palestine, the Congo, and Sudan.
Yeah.
So it was over $500,000.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that number's gone up since that time.
$555,000.
Let's be exact.
Yeah.
So since then, why was that important for you to use your work to give back?
There's a lot of levels to it. I think, one, it was, obviously I wanted to make as much money as possible besides what I've sent myself to these places that are affected and need it and need aid and need monetary support. 2, we were able to do it with a designer that's Palestinian in Palestine and her company and her T-shirt printing shop that is in Ramallah in Palestine. So not only does it support a Palestinian designer so her work can be seen and shared, but also these families of people that are still in Palestine, because not only is it important to help and get aid to the people that are affected in Gaza, but like all over occupied Palestine, these people continuously need support and are at threat for if, Israel attacks their section of Palestine next. 2, it was, 3, it was important for me to show that your platform is important and that you as a person with whatever kind of platform, you can act, sing, have a clothing line, be a fashion designer, be a director, whatever. If a lot of people follow you, you can gauge your audience and bring them all and point them all to a cause and uplift people that already existed. I didn't want to take up space and like design a T-shirt myself and like send it out from my company and whatever. It's just showing that you can amplify things that are already moving and you don't have to. I think people are so worried about being the center of things for the sake of backlash, and some people are really humbly scared of being the center of things, rightfully so, because they don't want to take up space. But nobody's asking us to be the faces of a movement, and I didn't want to be the face of a movement. I just wanted to say, hey, I know what to do right now, in which I know a bunch of people are going to watch a music video of mine. So let me gear this music video of mine towards a specific cause, and then let me pair an initiative with the cause that will bring my audience towards it. I don't think my audience or anybody right now wants to listen to me say a song that says Palestine a bunch of times and says we are the world, we are the children. Like, no, we're in 2024 and people think everything like that is corny. So I knew I had to pair it with a song off of my album that was already finished and could have kind of resonated and just say, you know what, I know how to just angle this to just take the light and shift it that way.
Yeah.
So that was my point.
And it's not the first time that you have spoken out in general. You know, you've always been about social justice. You've always cared about the state of the world and what's going on in the country. So, you know, someone who's watched your career blossom, I feel like you've always made an effort to care.
Thank
in
you.
general. Like just life, you know?
Thank you.
And I think that, you know, you're an artist with an incredible vision, but the empathy that you have is very special.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course. You know, it's about to be, I think, yes, we're a little bit ahead. So I'm going to wish you a happy early anniversary for Cloud 19.
Thank you.
10-year anniversary.
Jesus Christ.
Do you know that I was one of your first interviews during that time?
I do remember.
I was watching the video. Katrina,
I'm
of course,
scared.
wants to torture me, right? So she decided, like, go look at this. And gosh, it was just, what a time. You were
I was
so
a literal
excited.
child.
Okay, so what's the first thing that comes to mind when I say Cloud 19?
I mean, just 19, just being 19 years old is just remembering like touring in a white van. I don't remember what those vans are even called. This is before we even got a Sprinter. This is just touring in a work van, opening up for G-Eazy.
Oh my goodness, that's right.
Yeah, signing my record deal. I remember going from homeless to having an apartment.
That's right.
I don't know. It's meeting David. Like it's so many things that I think of with Cloud 19. Like we really like made something out of absolutely nothing, and knowing that it's just come so far, and I get to like watch people's careers start and be like, wow, like enjoy that, because it's it's never gonna be the same again. Like all your firsts that you're doing, all these like starter things that you're doing, like it's never gonna be the same.
Never.
Yeah.
It hasn't been.
No. Whew.
Okay, so what would you say has been the biggest change for you as a person since Cloud 19 to now?
I mean, Cloud 19, I was proving myself. You know, I think I was like, I make music and I have to show the world I make music, and they have to hear my story, and I have a story, and I'm a person, and da-da-da. And I'm 7 projects in, and I'm like, you like it or you don't. You want to listen to it or you don't. You want to come along for the ride or you don't. And I love what I'm doing, and my fans, my core fans love what I'm doing, and I'm excited about it. And I think that knowing only comes with doing something like that so many times. Because I think everybody who puts out their first project is like, I hope everyone likes it. And there's this deep,
Everyone did. We all did.
There's this want to be received well. You know?
But I think for your fans, I'm include myself in this, we've loved the evolution.
Thank you.
I think it's important. Like, of course, can you make it, similar sounding songs? I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can do it with your eyes closed.
I could make 20 Cloud 19s for sure.
And I think the beauty in you as an artist is seeing you push yourself to do things that's different. That's not the regular Kehlani or what we think.
Yeah.
It's like, I also think as fans, like, it's giving you the grace to do that, right? And not constantly like, no, I want R&B only Kehlani, sad girl. It's like, but you're not always that.
Yeah, and that music exists. If you want it was good until it wasn't, you can go stream it on any streamable site. You can buy it. We probably have it available on my website, physical copy if you still want it. You know, it's everywhere. If you need it, you got it.
In this 10-year journey, what would you say has been the hardest hurdle you had to face? Or one of them at least.
I think just grappling with really trying to think about what I wanted from life. I think there's been so much projected onto me about what my career is supposed to look like and what my life is supposed to look like and what I'm supposed to be doing and what people want from me, and having to really quiet that noise and separate and be like, I know what my real goals are and I know what makes me happy, and I know that if I just stick to my plan, I can go to sleep with a good conscience for the rest of my life, and I'll be happy with myself. Because a lot of people end up contorted by money or status or promises that you're just gonna get super massive and end up doing a lot of things that like they just don't actually align with at the bottom of their heart, and then have regrets. And I think I know I'm gonna end this life one day with way less regrets than probably a lot of people in the music industry who have succumbed because they've been in moments where they didn't listen to themselves. I know a lot of people who are like, man, I didn't really want to do that. Or I didn't really like that. Or I wasn't feeling that. Or like my heart wasn't in it.
Can you share something like that for you that happened that you're like, oh man, it wasn't me, but I did it?
I mean, there's more funny ones. But even then, like, I also am a Taurus who puts my monetary goals for my family in a specific place too. Like, I think I did a Budweiser commercial and I hated the song. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to say the F word, but like I hated the song. Love Budweiser. I hated this. I hated the song.
Yeah.
The song haunted me in my sleep. Okay, it was like some purge theme, like video. It was like Halloween. It was so chaotic. And then I think I might have performed it once and was like, why did I do that? But but I got to the bag for my mom, and I'm always grateful for stuff like that.
And you helped retire your mom.
Exactly, I got to retire.
You took care of your mom.
Yeah, I take care of my mom to this day. So
that's right.
Yeah.
What are you most proud of during this time?
Taking care of my mom, for sure. If my mom needs anything, she can call me. She just does hobbies now. Like she crochets.
I love this.
She like I sent her to massage school because she was a court reporter. Or no, she was a
type. Yes.
Something reporter at CPS. So all day my mom is coming home from a full day of like typing up crazy stuff that's happening to children. Oh. So like it was really devastating. It was a devastating job.
Yeah.
So she just one day was like, I can't do it anymore. I just can't. Like I think I'll die if I keep going to work. Like just I can't. And I was like, okay, then don't. Let's not. And then we just put together a plan and however amount of time and I was able to do it. Yeah, she goes to massage school. Mm-hmm. She learned she's got a little I don't know if it's called a degree, a certification.
Mm-hmm. Is she a healer with her hands?
Yeah, she is. So it's crazy going from typing to hand healing. But yeah.
How interesting.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Do you feel like you have healing energy? I feel like you do.
Me? You know, I kind of had to come to terms with the fact. It's funny because I don't know how people view me. I think people really think I'm like a tarot crystal. Like I'm really like, I'm super peaceful.
Yeah, I can see how if they don't.
But I'm really like a real tough love. Like
for sure.
I really like I'll pat you on the butt and be like, what role did you play in this? Yeah. Like we gotta figure out what you're contributing to your stuff, and then we can talk about bringing some spiritual shit over here. You know, but yeah, for the most part, I think maybe potentially. I mean, everybody else would have to answer if I have a healing energy, but I think I more have like a push. Maybe like a push
I think it's
energy.
The intuition.
Yeah. I'm still working on my
You've always
fine-tuning.
had that though. Like even I remember when I first interviewed you, like you're very like in it. You're in it. You're looking at somebody. You're seeing how not that it's impacting your energy, but like we're very mindful on energy. I know I am.
Oh, extremely. Yeah.
If Katrina has a bad attitude, I'd be like, don't come in. Wait outside. Change your attitude and come back in because I'm very
sensitive.
I'm very sensitive to that, and I feel like you have been too.
I've been super sensitive my whole life. Like, I've been crying at houseless people since I was a literal child. Like, I will go home. If I see somebody in the corner, I will go all the way home and get cash and come back to that corner because I don't have cash in my car. Yeah, I don't know. I think I would like to think that a lot of us are like this and just don't have the means to be able to support as many people as possible and don't have the right boundaries to where it doesn't overtake us. So instead it shuts a lot of people out and makes them turn it off so that they can protect themselves to survive their day-to-day. With so many people who said, actually, I have to just get off of social media. I can't look at any of this and I can't advocate for anything because it's literally making me physically ill. And then, so there's been so many sentiments on how it feels to even hear that perspective. And I always understand. I don't agree, but I understand. So, you know.
I want to talk about the song that's named after you, Kehlani.
Yeah.
Okay, so by Jordan, and hopefully I'm saying the last name properly, Adetunji. Jordan Adetunji.
I can't confirm.
I can't confirm.
I think it's
We
Adetunji.
apologize. I apologize if I said it wrong. But, okay, what did you first think when there was a song named after you praising you?
I thought he was so smart. I thought he was so smart. You know why? Because I'm so active on TikTok and I'm so active in general, and I really I engage with stuff like that, and I feel like he was being really smart, and I love stuff like that. Exactly. I think he was like, I know she's gonna see it, she's gonna love it, and I feel like honestly like we blew that thing up.
Yes.
Like he's getting so much love, rightfully so. He's super sweet, super kind, super humble, and he has more bangers on the way. So
I love it. And you know what? It just makes the connection really cool. I love that it was organic.
Yeah, no, I literally heard on TikTok and was like, what? Like, instantly, I'm on it. Yeah.
And then, okay, so the remix happens. Everyone's enjoying it. But you know it's true, Kehlani. Like, you're bad. Like, it's like, I just think it's so amazing to see you at this point getting the love and the admiration that I feel you deserve.
Thank you.
So I don't know, it's like a moment, like that's so amazing. Like there's a song named after you, but
I love it.
It's so great. Okay, so let's talk about another song off the new album, Deep, because your daughter's voice. She's 5 now?
She's 5. Isn't that crazy?
Time flies. What is happening?
Crazy. I know.
Do you think she'd want to be a singer when she grows up? Or do you think...
I think she's going to want to do something.
In the arts?
Yeah.
Maybe?
But, you know, I went to an art school, and a lot of those people that I went to an art school with ended up growing up, and now they're doctors and things like that. So you really never know at the end of the day. Yeah. But she's into so many things. She paints, and she writes, and she draws, and she dances, and she acts, and she's whatever she wants to do, she does it. So
I love it. Does she come on the road with you, like seeing you at your show? Or
yeah,
is
she
it...
comes off and on to be able to spend time with all the family. But yeah,
gosh, does she have a favorite song?
I mean, she loves Deep because she's on it. She's like, Mom, it's my voice.
What a star.
It's me, Mom. Yeah.
Okay, what are 3 lessons that you will definitely teach your daughter about life?
One, I would say that you're allowed to evolve. I think we hold ourselves to too many things. We're like this. We're just like really tough with how we hold ourselves and how we engage ourselves. 2, that her inner voice is more important than any voice.
I love that.
No matter what comes along, spirituality, financially, career-wise, no matter what, like whatever her heart, is doing, that's it. That she has time. I feel like
I love that.
I want her to know she has time. Like, we're in such a rushy-ass society where, like, if we're not cracked off by the time we do the first thing that we do, it's like we give up, or, like, we're in a rush to just make everything happen so fast. And I feel like a lot of us don't savor a lot of life and what goes on because we're in so much anxiety about what's coming next and the next thing is and if it's going to be better than before. And I just want her to enjoy. I feel like I watch a lot of, like, I have, like, a little thing for watching, like, old people speak. And, like, I watch a lot of videos about, like, old people speaking or, like, things that they write in magazines and stuff like that. And a lot of their advice is always to just, like, enjoy more and to slow down and to savor things because, like, that's it. Like, they're about to leave this planet and they're not caring about half the things that we care about. They really don't care. They're not like, wow, I wish I went to work more. I wish I made more money. I wish this person recognized me or anything like that. They're really just like, wow, like if I would have spent more time with my loved ones, if I would have laughed more, if I would have had a better, like, taken vacations and traveled and things like that, like, that's what I want to do. So I'm trying to teach her that so she doesn't have to find out when she's a grandma.
Ooh. Does she want siblings?
She goes back and forth all the time.
I mean, it's hard, right? Like,
this is where I messed up. She asked to see how she was born. And I showed her the birth video. And she got really traumatized because she was so
I've seen
sad
you showed
that
it
she
to me.
put me through so much pain. Oh my God. I was gagged because I couldn't believe that's what she was sad about. Like, she was like, I'm so sorry. I'll never do it again. I was like, good thing you never have to do that again. We all only do it once.
Yeah.
But yeah, now she's just this obsession with, like, pregnancy. Like, she'll just put stuff under her belly and be like, Mom, like, now I'm pregnant and I have to give birth. And I'm like, no, maybe not yet. Yeah. So sometimes it's yes because she wants to play with somebody and no because she never wants me to be pregnant again.
Oh my, what? She's so sweet for that.
She's the sweetest person in the world. I have a friend who, like, is going through, like, a change of how they want to present and dress. And they were kind of having a hard time of being like, I don't know what to buy, and kind of, like, getting emotional about it. Like, I don't know because I've always been masculine and I want to be feminine and da-da-da. And my daughter starts grabbing all her clothes from her closet and, like, bringing it into the living room and being like, you can wear this. You can wear this. And my friend's like, I definitely can't fit that, but thank you. It was the cutest thing in the world.
How is she so, well, she's your daughter.
Yeah, but she's even sweeter than me.
Okay, wait. So how's she like you?
She's hilarious.
Okay.
You're
very funny.
She has jokes. Like, she has punchlines, though. Like, she has so much. Like, she answers the phone and she's like, hey, sweetness. Hey, sweet chick.
No.
Like, stuff like that. I don't know where she gets it. She's like, hey, sweet mama. Like, and goes like this. Like, she's hysterical. Like, I don't understand.
Okay, she's funnier than you.
She's everything more than me. She's prettier than me. She's smarter than me. She's more worldly than me. Everything, all of it. What other ways? I mean, she can sing her butt off.
Oh, so she has a voice.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's
beautiful voice.
It's pretty perfect.
Okay, if she wants to get into
scary.
this, I was gonna say, if she wants to get in this industry, what's the one thing you would tell her to be mindful of?
Just, I think not getting caught up with what doesn't matter. I think that's a pretty universal, whether that be people, whether that be things, whether that be the world and like being famous. Like, just if you want to do something, you want to follow your dream, focus on the dream. That's it. Don't focus on the reception of the dream or what's here to intercept your dream. Just stay and focus on the dream.
That's right. Almost just dream so much and
just dream, honestly. Yeah.
And like just out of this world, like no limitations.
Yeah, that's it.
I think that's really important.
Yeah, but also I would tell her not to have expectations at all.
Ooh, I wish I knew that one.
Yeah. No, that
important.
Saved my life in this job.
Really? So you've always known that? Not to expect anything?
No, I stopped having, I mean, there are moments where I definitely sign myself up and I create expectations, and then when they don't happen, I'm let down, and then I'm smacked back into my reality, which is my normal neutral of not having expectations, and sometimes I have to create them and get smacked back to remember that that's the idea that I put into my body.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like, I had a lot of expectations with this album because we worked so hard on it and we like put so many things together, but so many things fell through just for so many different reasons. And one by one, those things stopped happening. And I was like, what's going on? But once I was like, all right, you know what? I'm releasing all that. I can just sit in my gratitude for what is happening, and I'm having a great time.
Ooh. How long do you stay in the gym? I have to know this because your workout, I don't know what you do. Is it hours that you're in the gym? What are you doing?
I might be there for like an hour 20.
Okay, that's still crazy, but still.
Well, I mean, you got to remember I do cardio before and after. So it's 10 to warm up, 10 to cool down. Unless I do 20 at the end on the stairs. So that's that taking away that 20, 30.
Yeah. Okay, fine. We'll take that out.
Right. So then I have a normal 45-minute workout, basically.
I mean, it's different with you. I'm going to be honest. Like the abs, I don't even know how many you have. Maybe 16, 12, 20.
No, it's my intestine. I have a hernia. People keep thinking I have an extra ab, and it's literally my intestine.
Leave her alone.
Jesus
Christ.
Wait,
what's your favorite exercise to do?
I like butt stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, quote me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at the photos. So we do see it.
I like legs. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I think I like quads more than glutes.
Really? I think because my quads bulk up fast, I avoid it.
I love that though. I love a tree trunk leg. I would take that over ass any day.
What?
I really would. I don't know.
Do you think I could keep up with you in the gym? I don't think I can. It's okay.
I feel
Hurt
like
my
maybe
feelings.
You could.
I can maybe do some great hip thrusts because, like, I'm just bigger at the bottom. Like, I've always been strong, but I don't think I could keep up with you. I think I'd be out of breath. I'm out of breath going up the stairs. No matter how long I do the Stairmaster for, going up just regular stairs puts me down.
See, but you also just had a whole...
Yeah, we had that baby.
You had weight in there. Like, you
it was a lot.
Don't underestimate how long the healing actually is.
Absolutely.
It is. That's why I think people don't understand the depth of the whole snapback culture thing, because it's not about, oh, you're shaming people for how they look. It's like actual bad things can happen to your body if you are rushing yourself back into anything. You gotta take your time. I didn't take enough time. My pelvic floor is terrible. If I sneeze too unexpectedly, I might pee.
Well, Katrina's right. She's right here with you. I try to look out for her.
Come on. It is the worst.
Yeah.
So I say,
take your time.
You take your time.
Absolutely.
Maybe you keep up with me one day.
Yeah, maybe one day. Let's talk about the WNBA really quick.
Yeah.
Because you've been about it for a long time. I'm bandwagon. I'm honest, right? Like, I'm part of, like, the new
I was
crew.
bandwagon at first.
Yeah, but
then I started I became
like,
obsessed.
You're in it.
I became a little obsessed.
Who's your favorite player and team?
My favorite team is the Aces, obviously.
Okay.
But I will say my favorite player to watch is Enrique on the Dallas Wings.
Okay.
She's a demon. And she's just so fun to watch. My favorite players change all the time, though, because Asia Wilson, obviously, is absolutely ridiculous. But, like, Enrique, just how she moves and her forethought for everything and, like, how playful she is with it as well, I really like. And, yeah, she's just great to watch, really.
I think it's so great that how you were so ahead of all of us, like really into the WNBA, and then like now we're all catching up.
You know, I think in comparison, I was actually still late. I think I got into the WNBA 3 years ago, maybe, and that's still so late comparatively to how, long they've been playing and how long it's been rocking and like how much support they've been deserved. But this new wave in the last like year coming from college basketball into the WNBA is pretty new, but it's super well deserved.
And the Bay Area is getting a team.
Yes,
you were there.
Absolutely.
Okay, who do you want them to draft? I don't know if you know that world well. I don't.
No, I want them to draft Paige Beckers. And then when Juju graduates college and is able to go, I want her to be drafted because those are my picks. Juju Watkins, thank you. Thank you to the Bay. Thank you.
Let's go.
Hello. Well, won't she qualify 2027? Hello.
Let's go.
I will be waiting. Thank you.
Did you ever find out who Mel, the girlfriend, is on TikTok?
Oh my God, I think they were talking about my friend Mal. So my friend Mal, we actually went to...
That's who...
We all went to an Aces game together, and they saw us walk in together. But mind you, we're already like this far apart.
Right.
But we all were there for the WNBA, what is it, All-Star Weekend maybe 2 years ago. And she sent me the TikTok like, girl, I think they met Mal. But they said Mel.
And that's like a common question asked.
All the time. I'm like, who is that?
I asked Katrina, I was like, so who is Mel? She's like, I don't know. I don't think Kehlani figured it out yet.
I'm like,
so
I've never even hit on a Mel. Like, I don't, let alone dated. No.
Yeah, I love how you always look off to the side. Did I date a Mel?
No, you know what's so funny? People took that so serious. People were in my comments like, wow, it's disgusting. You have to ask around who you dated. I was like, wow, you don't know that I think I'm hysterical.
Yes,
okay.
they clearly don't know how funny you are. Ugh. Anyways, so what would you say is the biggest misconception about you?
I think people are confused by me endlessly all the time.
Oh, maybe that you're a crystal, like a ball, like a just.
Oh, people definitely think I'm a love and light girl. Definitely think that, and I'm definitely not. But they also think like I'm sexually confused. They also think that like maybe that I'm trying to compete in some space that I really am not. No. I'm just happy to be here.
No.
I think there's a lot of things. I think the things I read about myself, I'd be so flabbergasted because I'd be like, how did we arrive here?
Yeah.
How did we...
I don't know. I could see the light and love. That might be that.
Yeah.
Everything else, not as much. Because, I mean, I think you're really about that. You know, whatever it is. What's the energy? Static? Okay, I'll like, you're very... I don't think that was ever confusing to me.
Okay, well, good. Long as not confusing to you.
No, because I mean, I know, like, there's, you know, you've talked about going to therapy. I feel like you've worked on these things.
Yeah.
That's still a part of you.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely still a hot boy, for sure.
Right.
For sure.
So I'm like, well, I do think people think you're a very cool ex. Let me tell you my theory. Okay, so Saweetie left you this nice comment under your picture.
Yeah.
And listen, it's known. She might be still with YG and, you know, you had ties with him.
Uh-huh.
I think you're the coolest ex.
Oh, my God. I mean, well, I'm a lesbian. So, like, why would I care about my male...
Yes.
I also don't really care what any of my exes are doing, male, female, anything. Like,
right.
My goal is everybody to be happy. Even when I'm with someone, if we decide that we're not mutually happy, we really shouldn't be together. And, like, we should go be with people who make us happy.
See?
That's what I want.
You're the coolest ex.
And I love Saweetie. I think she's so cute and so fun. We have a song together. Like, we hang out. Like, she's cool. And they make so much sense.
Yeah, I think you're...
Like, knowing them both, I'm like, you know what?
This is cute. I
really like this. I told him I liked it. Like, I literally am like, you know what? I love this. I like this a lot. Y'all look cute today.
It's not a misconception. It's true. It's what I thought.
Everybody's like, why would you comment that on her picture? I seen them responding to Saweetie, like, why would you comment that? You're a terrible friend. And I'm like, I don't give a damn.
You are really a cool ex.
I
just want you to know this.
I'm definitely not gonna be tripping on you, ex.
Oh, no, you're past it.
Quite frankly, I have too much pride for that. That's embarrassing.
Classic
That's embarrassing.
Classic
You're not gonna have me in your phone like, so who's that girl?
Right.
Like,
no,
that is horrible.
You're very unbothered.
And if I was bothered, you would never know.
Ever.
That's why I only crashed out once.
Only once.
Yeah, and I crashed out. I was like, who is that? Who is that?
Did you leave voicemails crying?
No, I called the girls that I called the other girls. Because we all knew each other, and I was like, be for real.
Be for real?
Yeah, I just wanted everybody to be grown and just put it on the table. You know?
I love it.
Just let's talk about it. Let's be buds.
Should we start a group chat? Like,
honestly, yeah, just so I can understand the dates and the timelines of all of this.
When did this happen?
Yeah, just for my knowledge.
Yeah.
That's all.
Final question. How do you want your daughter to remember you?
Just very in the heart space.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want her to remember me as perfect. I don't think anybody ever remembers their parents as perfect. I don't need her to remember me as squeaky clean or like a spotless mom ever. It just doesn't exist. Like, I think I had the greatest mom ever, and she was not spotless. You know, and one thing I did appreciate growing up, becoming an adult, was her telling me, you know, there was moments where I just tried my best and I got to be like, it was the best. You know, no matter how we view it. That's that warping thing about motherhood is this societal view of what perfect motherhood is, and it's just not that. And granted, she's only 5, so like, it's been pretty rocking so far. You know what I mean? I'm sure we'll have more interesting, deeper, harder moments and hurdles to have when she's like a teenager and she realizes who I am and like what I am to the world and who she is and what that means and things like that. But yeah, I think I just want her to remember that I'm like, me as really in the heart space and with my heart on my sleeve. Just
That's right.
You know, and whatever that means, if that means brave to her, if that means loving to her, if that means empathetic, or sometimes it might mean crazy, you know, fun, however she views that, just that I didn't hold back that, because I don't want her to ever feel like she has to cage herself in that way.
Did she ever ask you about your dad? Because I know you've posted pictures about him.
She be talking to him all the time. She goes right up to the altar and she be like, Grandpa. Sometimes she like makes our projects and she puts it on there. Right. Like, what's really funny is I was trying to sell my house, and
the tree house.
I sold the tree house.
Okay, we'll talk. Okay, we need to know why.
Well, I got rattlesnakes.
Oh no, we gotta sell it. No,
right.
We gotta sell it.
Right.
It was cute while it was cute.
Right. We don't. Yeah, snakes.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
But she decorated. I had bought this little like tiny house project for her. It's like a little like wooden house, and she paints it and stuff. And she just put the house on the altar in my household.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she's an angel. She really is.
That is so beautiful.
She's like, I just think they want this.
Oh.
And then it was like, boom.
She really is better than you in every way possible.
Doing things I would never think to do that. Yeah.
But that's why, I mean, that's the beauty in all of this. You're doing a great job as a mom.
Thank you.
Kehlani, you're one of the inspirations in my life. You showed me that you can be a mom, you can be a great artist, you can care about people, you can do all of these things, especially with the right support.
Yeah.
You told me that very loud and clear. And you gave me a lot of strength when I was pregnant. You were definitely one of the first and the only people who knew I was pregnant. And
I remember looking at you and being like,
oh, you definitely knew. I knew you knew. And I was like,
there's something under there.
Yes. And it was
I smell a belly.
Yeah. There was clearly. And I just thank you for giving me a safe space.
Oh, of course.
And giving me guidance and wisdom and teaching me about doulas and teaching me all the things I didn't know.
Oh.
And
did you have a good experience?
I did have a good experience, but you really, and you not only made sure during the interview, like, you know, this is part of our job, we see each other, but you checked up on me later when it mattered. And, you know, I never forget those times, especially such an important time. It's my first time, and you gave me so much. The one time, love and light. Your love and light showed out for me, and I will forever thank you.
She be pulling up.
You were amazing, and I'll forever be thankful for you. 100% on a deeper level.
I'm here for life.
And we got you just a little something.
Aww.
Well, last time I saw you, well, I wanted to give you these sunflowers. I heard that you love sunflowers.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's true, or it could be also the internet lying. Did you know that Tupac loved sunflowers too, from what I know? Yes. But this is to congratulate you. Ooh. It's a Bay thing. It's a West Coast thing. But that is to honor your new album, Crash, and also to celebrate the anniversary of Cloud 19. So we just wanted to give you that. And also, from the last time I saw you, Kaepernick. Yeah, but this is for your daughter.
Oh my God, yes.
Another book from Kaepernick Publishing.
Yay.
And this is the bridges Yuri built and the great work that she's done. And
I love this.
Talks about, you know, all the... She's a freedom fighter who did great work, but it's a children's book from Kaepernick Publishing. So every time I see you, I feel like I got to have a children's book ready to go.
Yeah, every time.
Last one was Collins.
We're going to start having the whole library.
Have the whole library, but we love you. And
I love you guys too.
This is home forever for you.
Thank you.
And whatever you need, you just let me know. But congratulations on Crash, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Of course.